Muy bien, sean todos bienvenidos a un nuevo capítulo de Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Si escuchan un poquito de música de fondo, son los vecinos, no hay nada que hacerle, pero bueno, intentaré borrarla lo más que pueda en la postproducción. Qué bonita que es la postproducción, ¿cierto? Se pueden lograr muchas cosas con ella. En fin, como pueden ver, la típica música monótona del mismo ritmo de siempre. Y entonces, el segmento del Teatro Monokuma y los Monocops comienza. Pero con todos los Monocops destruidos, este segmento ya no tiene ningún propósito. Así que vayamos a lo nuestro luego. Me parece bien. Ciertamente el Teatro Monokuma siempre ha sido de mis cosas menos favoritas de la saga. Y no es que este juego lo haya mejorado ni nada. Bueno, ahora se pusieron a serruchar. Quizás aquí me van a hacer después.
When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
We were naive.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete. Simply because it's...
Naivete.
Maki totally gets me.
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow, and broke into the hangar with an exisal.
Yeah.
But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected. Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other.
Kokichi está como, ¡Mamá! ¡Me está molestando!
Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow, probably by Kaito when he fought back.
Y Kaito está como, ¡él empezó!
Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow. That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died. And find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
Me resulta curioso eso como de decir o preguntarse el por qué una persona miente tanto. Hay gente que simplemente miente porque miente. No es tanto un tema de mitomanía como... ¿cómo se dice? Como un trastorno o como ¿cómo es la palabra que estoy buscando ahora mismo? Como un diagnóstico clínico. Pero simplemente hay gente que miente por mentir, porque le gusta. No creo que sea tanto clínico, sino que más bien es un tema de naturaleza.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right?
Sí.
He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard.
Ese mensaje no me convence para nada, es como muy dark.
Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being thwarted.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
Oh.
What are you
talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that?
Está muy buena para una portada, pero igual creo que Kokichi haría mucho spoiler, pero igual está muy buena para una portada.
I don't understand anything you're saying. But anyway, why are you starting up the killing game when it should have ended? You already know it's all meaningless, and that I'm the mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
Estoy confundido, ¿no?
Shut up, you asshole!
Diablos, otra portada.
I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I shot the final arrow. But then...
Lo sabía. Lo sabía.
What?
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
Porque Kaito es muy bueno para este mundo.
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time?
I used Strike 9 poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
Tiene sentido.
That's so mean!
But that was my first mistake. Because of that,
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing, but because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote!
Antidote.
After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window. Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote. But Kokichi stole it from him.
Maldita sea, Kaito.
But I can't die here,
¿En serio no puedes contra un tipo que tiene 2 flechas en el cuerpo?
since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Además creo que hay un terrible error de profundidad aquí en la imagen. Porque por como se ve esa flecha parece que le hubiera atravesado todo el pecho. Debería estar muerto.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right? He already went to space.
Ah, qué puto. Debo decirlo, el hecho de que estén en el baño al lado del váter le quita toda la seriedad. Le quita toda la seriedad a la escena. Lo siento.
Damn it!
Stop!
Phew, that feels so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not, because now another class trial is going to start.
Last trial?
You'll be the Blackened for this case, you know. The Blackened who killed Kaito.
I
No, pobrecita, y estuvo todo este tiempo con eso.
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't
Oh.
have him kill anybody.
Esto es amor, gente.
What?
Aw, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was
Sí.
protecting Maki.
Oh.
The situation just got way worse, huh? Maki is gonna become the Blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me.
¿Pero qué hizo entonces? ¿Kaito se mató a sí mismo? ¿Es un suicidio? Pero... ¿Hemos tenido suicidio hasta ahora o no? Hace tiempo que no grabo, así que no sé. Creo que no, porque hasta ahora todos los capítulos ha habido un suicidio. O sea, todas las sagas, perdón, todos los juegos ha habido un suicidio.
So don't you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily.
Bueno, lo de Gonta se puede considerar como un sacrificio y por lo tanto un suicidio, no sé.
Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy, even like that. You really are not boring.
What?
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you?
Don't mind me. Run, Maki, roll. Just hurry up and run. Run and live. You gotta live.
¡Fuck! Joder. Mierda, puta.
I refused
Ah,
to give
todo.
up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife. In the end,
¡Ay! Pero eso estaba todo rasguñado.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
Oh, lo siento, no estaba prestando atención. ¿Qué dijeron? Diablo, sonó mi celular.
I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone.
Ahí sí, lo apagué. Bueno, lo puse en silencio.
The bathroom door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was
Ah,
leave.
qué terrible debe haber estado la pobrecita en ese momento.
That's when I made up my mind.
Voy a matarlos a todos.
As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial. In exchange for all of your
Básicamente,
blood.
básicamente, voy a matarlos a todos.
So that's what happened.
Oh, eso explica muchas cosas.
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Porque está loco.
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
No tienes derecho, puta.
How dare you make fun of him?
Uf.
You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer. You fucking asshole!
Ay, vocabulario. ¿Con esa boquita quieres besar a Kaito? ¿O quería, más bien?
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exosol. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh.
Posiblemente. Ni lo dudo, es puto.
So, what are everyone's plans now? With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for? You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote.
Muy pronto. Díselo,
We don't
Yuichi.
have the whole truth.
Por ejemplo, ¿dónde está la cocaína?
This case isn't over.
Huh?
La cocaína la tiramos en el vertedero, ¿te acuerdas? ¡No, monstruo! ¡Voten por él!
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand. There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
Ok.
A hidden truth?
Diablos, me llegan mensajes. ¡Maldición! ¡Desactívense! Desactivar notificaciones. Listo.
Yes, I'm positive. Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
¿Qué cosa? La parte del testimonio de Maki que no tiene sentido. Kaito protegiendo a Kokichi. Panel de control siendo dañado. Maki volviéndose la asesina. Kokichi bebiendo. Lo único que me suena acá que no podría ser sería Kokichi bebiendo el antídoto, pero porque por un descarte. Kokichi realmente vivió el antídoto. Lo vi hacerlo, no hay duda de ello. Vale, a ver. Maki siendo la asesina. Voy a perder. La parte en que Maki es la culpable. No hay duda de que Kaito murió por la flecha envenenada que le disparé. ¡No! Diablos. El panel de control siendo dañado, pero... al final fue a puro descarte. Ah, soy un asco.
Maki said she used a knife to try to break the control panel and enter the hangar. But that doesn't make sense because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
I was too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
Pero, entró con el Exisals, por eso no pasó nada, ya entiendo.
Maybe the sensor just missed her.
No, imposible.
The security there isn't that sloppy.
Yo mismo lo hice.
If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
And why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
Así es. Debe haber alguna clase de razón detrás de todas estas cosas raras. Y no es la cocaína, no es por eso. No tengo un problema, ¿entienden? Encontrar esa razón podría ayudarnos a encontrar la verdad oculta. Vale. ¿Qué tienes para mí, Chuichi? Coca. Veamos lo que dicen primero. Ya, eso.
At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Ciertamente no 100% porque ya vimos que no, pero ¿con qué lo refuto?
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with a knife?
I'm not going to tell any more lies.
Tal parece que el sistema de alarma por sí misma estaba funcionando correctamente. Así que, ¿qué podemos aprender de ello?
I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife.
¿Kokichi tenía una
At the time, the
electrogranada?
alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have 100% certainty.
Mira tú.
That's wrong!
Tenía una, me acuerdo. Entonces la usó él. Pero...
There is a way to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
Vale, entonces desactivó la barrera... No, el sistema de alarma, pero no la cortina que impedía entrar al hangar.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro bomb? I had no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so. I can't come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
Pero sabemos que el sistema de alarma fue neutralizado. Tiene que ser... ¡Oh! Ayúdame, Sherlock Holmes. Pero sí, sabemos que la alarma ya no funcionó en ese momento, o sea que sí se usó la electrogranada. Ahora, ¿por qué? En ese caso, entonces...
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
What?
Ya estás empezando a consumir mucha coca, Chuichi, me preocupa. Oh, nunca me detendré. Chuichi va a terminar más duro este juego. El verdadero objetivo de Kokichi usando la electrogranada fue... mantener el equipo alejado, desactivar el control remoto, desactivar la presa, la función de seguridad de la presa.
That's it!
Entonces, ¿Kaito estaba vivo
It was to
cuando fue
deactivate
aplastado?
the safety function on the press.
Deactivate the safety function?
The electro bomb wouldn't have just taken down the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
Entonces,
That's
él...
true, but why would he do that?
A ver, no entiendo. Él mató a Kaito. ¿Qué? quiere crear una situación en que tenemos que apostar si es que Kaito murió por el veneno o por la presa hidráulica. ¿Es eso?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. But if I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
Hemos desperdiciado 3 horas de nuestra vida. 3 horas en que pude haber consumido mucha cocaína. ¿Qué aspectos de este caso van en contra de la nueva evidencia? La causa de muerte de Kaito.
That's it. Kaito's cause of death.
What?
If the electro bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
Ya. Sí, la causa de la muerte ahora pudo haber sido... ¿la presa hidráulica?
This is it.
Sí, totalmente.
The hydraulic press. Kaito could have been killed by the press after all.
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
Pero no lo podemos saber a ciencia cierta. No, es que no lo puedes saber a ciencia cierta, porque al final es una cuestión de apuesta. Muy astuto, puto.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of
Claro,
death.
pudo haber sido, como también pudo haber sido el veneno.
But that's just
Sí, exacto, maldición, Kokichi, eres un puto.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to
Exacto,
know.
no hay manera de saber. Oh, carajo, este caso va a ser más complicado de lo que yo creo.
Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic
Mhm.
press. Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it,
Ok.
no matter what.
No matter what?
No matter what.
That's not true. We can probably solve this mystery too.
Con el poder del amor.
Right, Shuichi?
No tengo suficiente cocaína para esto. ¿Realmente es posible determinar la causa de la muerte de Kaito? No, no es posible. Is it not possible?
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
Ah, mierda.
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened. But I know, because I was actually involved.
Suena tan malvado el hijo de puta este.
So that's what you were trying to do.
Sí, quiere crear un misterio donde no se sabe nada.
You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Ujú.
Do you finally get it? Yep, that was my plan. The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer. There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Intuition?
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition,
Ay,
right?
qué puta.
But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me? The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
¿Ya? No lo sé. Es que no tiene caso especular si al final es un 50-50.
Hey, that's my line. I'm the one who decides when it's voting time.
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Just like you always do.
Porque siento como que lo está retando.
¿Eh?
Sí, claro. El culpable es... diablos, nadie me dijo esto. Monokuma.
Yes, of course.
Un momento, no lo sabe.
What kind of a reaction is that?
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
¿Qué está ocurriendo con Monokuma ahora mismo?
Monokuma? Do you not know who the culprit is either?
What?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
You don't know, do you?
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Y por favor, ¿podrías dejar de mover esa cosa detrás de mí? No. Monokuma no sabe quién es el culpable tampoco. Si Monokuma no lo sabe, ¿quién nos dice eso acerca de este caso? Espera, ¿este caso?
Yes, that's it. So that's what Kokichi's real objective
¿Cuántos
was.
objetivos tiene Kokichi?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Toichi, por favor, deja la droga.
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
Ok. Ah, entiendo. Pero... Iba a decir, pero seguramente hay cámaras ocultas, pero claro, la electrogranada en teoría debería desactivarlas también.
A murder Monokuma can figure out?
¡Oh, me pilló!
But what's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras
Sí.
strategically placed to avoid our detection.
Pero con la
Can't say
electrogranada...
for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electrobomb to scramble whatever that was. The electrobomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear.
Pobrecita Kimiko, nadie la escucha.
If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the exosols... Yes, the exosols weren't protecting Monokuma. They were...
Haciendo la ronda de San Miguel. Haciéndole bullying, atacándolo, vigilándolo, mirándolo. ¿Vigilándolo?
That's it.
Mi teoría de que estaban haciendo la ronda es mejor, creo yo.
Watching Monokuma.
Watching him?
¡Oh, no!
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
Las reacciones de Sumugi me encantan. Oh, en ese momento los Exisals estaban en piloto automático y solamente estaban observándome.
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an exosol, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Incluso si pone a alguien en desventaja, el juicio escolar siempre debe ser justo. La persona que compartió esa información conmigo no parece muy interesada en compartirla con ustedes, chicos. Así que deben compartirla entre ustedes. De esa manera será mucho más justo para los demás participantes.
She didn't want to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right.
So, to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the exosols to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
Ok, sí.
Told you there's no point. Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
Terrible cabreada.
No, Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at
¿Cómo te
all.
atreves a contradecirme? Te convertiré en sapo.
What?
But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling Monokuma?
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
No, no me lo creí ni por un segundo, la verdad. Entonces, ¿con quién me casé?
Remember that the only reason we think that is because Kokichi told us.
Muy ingenuo también de nuestra parte.
Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
Oh, qué sorpresa.
No way I lied! I'm definitely controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me. The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
Right. He's a remnant of despair. How'd we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma,
Perdón, sí, me había quedado dormido.
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I've got to run this trial fair and
Even more reason to give us the answer. If you don't tell us the truth right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies.
Díselo vos, Chuichi.
Does that sound like a fair game? Would you say this class trial is fair?
Yeah, tell us. Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward, you know?
Aren't you normally the forward one? I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
Así funciona el mundo real.
and what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
Lo sabía. Pobre químico, se le acaba de caer todo el mundo.
Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
Oh no, no lo puedo creer.
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
¿Quieren saberlo? Entonces se los diré. Me estaba empezando a aburrir con todo esto de mentiras, así que desde ahora en adelante todo lo que diré será la verdad, ¿ok?
His deductions got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
Oh, me sonrojas.
But what about the exosols? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
El control remoto de Mew.
So the remote that Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
¿En serio? ¿Eso es conveniente?
You didn't know? Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer,
¿Pero por qué ahora? ¿Por qué? Si tenía la capacidad de hacer
she
eso.
also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device.
¿Por qué? No entiendo.
Kokichi just slapped a receiver on each of the exosols and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite. Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually
Porque están
fighting.
peleando. Sumo que despierta, que la idea te va a comer, hija mía.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Ujú.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
Bueno, ahora que lo pienso tiene sentido.
What were you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating.
Por eso quiero el divorcio.
Then if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Al final va a ser una tontería como, no sé, Tenko.
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
Porque estamos en Danganronpa, Monokuma, no te hagas el tonto. ¿Qué?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
But I wanna know.
Oh, pobrecita, suena tan frustrada, de verdad. La verdaderamente maestra no es Kokichi. ¿Quién podría ser? Estaba pensando que podría ser Yuko Orochima. Por favor, no. Pero eso no puede ser. Ella está muerta. Nunca entramos en contacto con ella. De ser así, ¿quién hizo esto? ¿Quién planeó este juego de asesinatos? Fui yo. ¿Se imagina que al final en realidad Kokichi es la mente maestra? Eso sería, o sea, Chuichi es la mente maestra. Eso sería un giro que no ha habido antes en otros juegos. Que la persona que está manejando todo sea realmente la mente maestra.
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things back on track. This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind.
Eso lo dejaremos para el juicio final.
So, yeah, get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma. But you gotta run the class trial too. So no mistakes, okay?
Are you trying to get me to do something?
Porque eso me excita.
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore.
¿Ah?
You're gonna participate in the class trial from here on out.
What? ¿Qué?
So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too. This will be the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma.
You versus Monokuma?
Monokuma versus tú. Monokuma, tú versus. Tú versus Monokuma.
When I play a game, I intend to win. But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind is the true victory. And that's how I'll win! That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma!
O sea, en resumen, Kokichi realmente es uno de nosotros, somos estudiantes todos, y él se hizo pasar por la mente maestra para engañarnos a nosotros y generar esta situación en la que está en un juicio escolar que él planeó de manera tal que la víctima sea irreconocible para poder vencer a Monokuma, ya que si Monokuma no sabe la víctima, él por extensión gana.
If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner!
¿Esa es la situación?
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
No, eso se llama bait. En Counter-Strike eso se llama bait. Baitear a tus compañeros.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, This game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Remnant of despair?
¿Por qué suena tan confundido?
Whatevs. Let's just get this started. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter.
¿Qué?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
What? Okay.
Who invited you?
Now, let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
Well, we were going to do it anyway.
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
Let's just focus on the case.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
Derrotarte a ti.
He's gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact,
¿No saben cómo me cabrea? Me carga, odio que Monokuma sea tan carismático. Es un villano tan bien construido, el hijo de puta este, que es como que te cae tan bien y es un hijo de puta. Y no sé, me encanta la magia de construir un personaje hijo de puta que cae bien.
you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
You warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both right.
Pobre Kibo. Así que, otra verdad viene a colación. Esa pieza de evidencia tiene más sentido ahora. La evidencia que ha estado rondando mi cabeza últimamente. Oh, no, esperen, no es la evidencia, es cocaína que entró a mi cerebro. A través de mis fosas nasales. Ahora ven, ¿cuál es la pista? Si Monokuma no sabe quién es el culpable, ¿qué evidencia necesitamos para analizar de nuevo? No lo sé. La verdad es que no lo sé. ¿El video?
This is it.
¡Oh! ¡Siquiera! Yo le tiré la chunta.
Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press.
Ok. Ay.
Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video?
Claro, tiene sentido, porque si al final... Entonces Kokichi tenía dos planes y por si no funcionaba uno recurría al otro. Primero era dejar claro quién era, que él no había muerto. O no, a ver. Vale, dejó claro que él no había muerto. Y dejó este video precisamente para que nos confundamos. Al final, ¿Kaito muere porque lo aplasta la presa hidráulica o muere por el veneno? Supongo que esa es la función del video, pero ¿por qué traerlo a colación de nuevo?
It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Es que no es para condenarse, es para mostrar que ambas posibilidades son igualmente posibles y al final hay que adivinar.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with the hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
Claro, no se puede saber si fue por el veneno al final.
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it.
No sé si realmente no es tan necesario grabarlo.
Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
Pero si, no sé.
That's true.
Estaba pensando tal vez conseguir un cadáver de antes, pero claro, como no es la mente maestra, no tiene acceso a ellos.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. You get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
No, no lo abraces, químico, es peligroso.
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
Estás mintiendo de nuevo, Kokichi. Hay un método para tu locura. Si querías que Monokuma cometiera un error, entonces mostrándonos este video tiene que ver con tratar de engañar a Monokuma. Tomar el video del asesinato pero mantener la identidad de la víctima escondida. ¿Qué es lo que muestra? ¿Qué es lo que no muestra? ¿Esto es una W o una M? Sea lo que sea, no es. ¿Esto una L? No, no es. No, era una I, perdón. ¿Una V? Por lógica tendría que venir una vocal, supongo. ¿Victim? Esto era una M, ¿cierto? Sí. Victim. La víctima. Pero no entiendo.
The victim.
Tuve la misma reacción, Maquillo. ¿Es siquiera posible? No, esa pregunta es para luego. Por ahora, lo que sabemos.
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. And that might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
¿Cómo?
Does that mean the victims were switched?
Switched?
¿Cómo?
Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
Pero eso, ¿cómo?
Where would he even get another body?
Es lo que decía yo hace poco, o sea, si fuera la mente maestra sí, podría conseguir los cuerpos de los demás casos, pero no lo es.
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched.
No, pero de hecho, Kibo estaba diciendo lo que yo pensaba, pero no tienes acceso a ellos, supongo. No creo que lo tenga.
But too bad. Switching the victims was impossible. The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim? And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any editing functions. Just play, record, and pause.
Entonces puedes pausar el video.
Monokuma also said that no computer was used to edit the footage. Remember?
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
Lo hizo un mago.
Oh, and what trick is that?
Lo hizo Himiko.
See? You don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done.
Con el poder de la cocaína.
So we can't just give up
Hey, Shuichi, I'll think harder about this as well.
Y te ves muy sexy cuando haces eso.
So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places? If Kaito is alive or not?
Maki.
Oh,
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito.
pobrecita.
I don't want that.
Oh, no llores, Maki.
Okay then. Let's talk about the possibility that Makiro mentioned.
Himiko, if you call her that again...
Yes, please.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Let's all talk it over together.
Tsumugi pasa muy desapercibida, pero me encanta. Me encanta. Juntos. Y no lo olvides, no estás solo. No intentes llevar todo por tu cuenta. Solamente te hará más pesado la carga. Cuando los tiempos son difíciles, tienes a tus amigos y puedes confiar en ellos.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Oh.
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
Yo creo que es el tema de que puedes pausar el video.
I knew there was a trick to that video the whole time. Okichi made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
¡Ey, soy tu esposo! Por eso lo digo.
El truco de ese video. Ahí, miren. Ahí. Se pausa por un medio segundo. Yo creo que tiene que ser eso. ¿Qué podría ser? ¿Qué hay de sospechoso en ello? Oh, si tan solo pudiera tener todos mis sentidos alerta y al 100%. Pero esta droga, esta maldita droga, no me deja. Fuera de bromas, esto de andar aspirando así me está haciendo doler la nariz.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
¿Sí?
Could it be that the video was shot at another location?
No.
Any other bright ideas?
¿Alguien que tenga una idea de verdad?
Everybody speak up!
Siento que alguien dijo algo que nos da una pista. Si podemos pensar juntos, podríamos encontrar esperanza. No voy a caer en desesperación.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all...
Voy a usar esto con lo que dijo Kibo.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped.
No, diablos. ¿Tú también lo piensas, cierto, Chuichi? La presa hidráulica no pudo haberse detenido cuando yo estaba debajo de ella, pero se pudo haber detenido por Kaito. Eso obviamente es robofobia. Nunca voy a perdonar a esa presa hidráulica. Pero tiene mucho sentido lo que dice él porque se pausa.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
Los controles de la presa hidráulica están a una corta distancia del dispositivo mismo. Hay un botón que dice Un botón que dice arriba y abajo y de hecho hay una función de seguridad. Entonces uso esto con lo que dice... ¿Kibo? Creo. Ahí está, vamos, vamos, esto Kibo. Vale.
Kibo is onto something. Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press...
Cierto, no se detenía. Nunca paraba. Hasta que Kibo sale de su forma extravagante.
Yes, that's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
But in the video...
Se detiene. Justo ahí. ¿Ven?
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
But why would it stop?
Porque se detuvo la presa. Solo hay una razón en la que puedo pensar. ¿En serio llamas a esto pensar? Chuichi. ¿Un Exisals? No creo que esta sea la respuesta. Fuck. Justo lo que están tapando ese como control remoto. Vale, yo creo que es el control. Pero justo está lleno de estas cosas que me quitan segundos. I see it. Uf, hace un calor del demonio ahora mismo.
An electro bomb went off in the hangar, which would have interfered with the safety function. There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the force stop button.
Porque ese es, ¿cómo se diría? Analógico, ¿no?
When you say someone, you mean Kokichi, right? He was the only one there.
¿Qué está pasando acá?
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember. So what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can
No, pero puedes pausar el video.
That's true.
Por favor, químico. Ya sé que es tu esposo, pero no... Piensa un poquito, por favor. Cuando la cámara estaba grabando. Creo que hay algo acá que se nos escapa.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Huh? What do you mean?
If you stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press.
Sí, ya lo veo. Así es como cambiaron los cuerpos. Pararon el tiempo. y Chuichi llegando a los resultados correctos con las conclusiones equivocadas. Si paras eso, puedes cambiar los cuerpos fácilmente. El tiempo, eso es. El espacio-tiempo. Este hijo de puta tiene un dialga. o era Parker el que controlaba el tiempo, no me acuerdo. Ahí está la cámara. Justo quedó este puto ahí. Lo arreglé. No sé cómo, pero lo arreglé. No puedo arreglar esta maldición.
The culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press.
Ah, mi teoría de parar el tiempo era mejor.
Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
So it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
¿Cuántas veces nos van a mostrar esto?
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Mentira.
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me.
Tenía algo que ver con lo que decía ella también, el ángulo el ángulo de la cámara.
I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
Porque solamente se vería la manga, no se vería el cuerpo.
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Veamos eso ahora. ¿Dónde estaba colocada la cámara? Supongo que por acá. ¿Dónde está esta plataforma? Ahí mismo, sí. Porque por la altura después no puede ver el cuerpo cuando lo cambies.
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here. To operate the press and the camera at the same
Y para operar también el botón de seguridad.
near the switch.
Yo lo pensaba más en el tema práctico de poder hacer el cambio de cuerpo sin que se note. Pero también tiene que ver con un tema de estar cerca del botón de seguridad.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle. If they were recording it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
Por cierto, ¿cuánto tiempo seguiremos viendo este video? Ya me empieza a dar náuseas de nuevo.
And if it was recorded at such an odd angle, then that proves the trick was used.
Camera angles, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height.
Ah, por favor, ¿podemos dejar de ver este video? ¿En serio?
When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct? That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position, so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
Y así ha sido durante los 3 juegos.
You don't get to make that reference.
No entendí la referencia que es.
That logic is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press.
¿Pero con quién? ¿Consigo mismo?
In that case, Kaito is...
Or he was crushed by the press. He was swapped with a different body.
Pero de nuevo, ¿el cuerpo de quién?
So Kaito's still alive.
No. ¿O sí?
Well, wait just a minute.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Kimiko es tan adorable.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned. What are you talking about?
¿Cómo?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he... Wait, the mastermind?
Me asusté, pensé que iban a empezar a acusarla a ella.
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
No, eso es necrofilia. No está permitido en esta academia.
I'll answer that.
You're giving in
A no,
pretty easily.
a no ser que seas el necrofílico definitivo.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair. This discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Ni siquiera enterrados o quemados. Los tiraron por ahí.
Thrown away? The other bodies are gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Kokichi y Kaito eran las únicas personas en el hangar en ese momento. Si eran los únicos presentes durante el intercambio de cuerpos, entonces la verdadera víctima fue... la otra persona en el hangar, Kokichi. Si no fue un cuerpo viejo, solo pudo haber sido...
What's wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
¿Dónde está mi cocaína?
Something important?
¿Vas a empezar con eso de nuevo, Shuichi? Por Dios, por favor, ¿podrías dejar esa cosa? Si tengo todo esto correcto, solo había 2 personas en el hangar en ese momento. Lo que significa que eso que hemos decidido antes, tengo que apuntarlo ahora. No puedo dejar que escape. No puedo dejar que se me escape en este momento. Supongo que la primera palabra será victim. Sí, tiene toda la pinta. Y vi que este era una M. Victim. Veo hartas H's, hartas C. Diablos, no tengo esta cuestión para poder ver. H. Una E. G. Head. No. G. Otra E. G. No. Hep. No. Help. 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 Parezco un tonto. Helped. ¿Ayudado? Victim helped. ¿Una víctima con herpes? ¿Qué está pasando aquí? ¡Oh no! Mi corazón de nuevo, como en el caso de Kaede.
What do you mean? There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped. Which means they were working together.
Huh? Working together?
The only 2 people involved in the swap were the victim and the culprit. The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim lay inside. If they switched places while the press and the camera were stopped, then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim.
O sea, la víctima fue Kokichi.
To put it simply, both people operated the press and camera at different times. An impossible trick, unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
Victim and culprit cooperated? Is that even possible?
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point.
Ya ha pasado a la vida real. El caso este del tipo que quería experimentar lo que era comer carne humana y se juntó con otra persona que quería experimentar lo que era ser comido por alguien. Pasó de verdad.
Commit a crime that was so confusing, even Monokuma would be tricked.
Jeez, this culprit's a real jerk. So, have you realized who done it yet?
Entonces, ¿Kaito mató a Kokichi? El culpable de este caso. Si mi trabajo de detective no me falla, el culpable dentro de ese Exisal solo puede ser él. Mi compañero, mi pana, mi amigo, mi carnal, mi alma gemela, mi compa, mi hermano, mi confidente, mi almohada, mi todo.
The apparent victim we saw in the video was Kaito, which means... Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera at first. If the two of them switched while the press was stopped, then the culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi must be Kaito. So, the person inside that exisal isn't Kokichi. It has to be Kaito.
Porque parece como que está temblando.
What did you say?
So the culprit for this case is Kaito Momota. That is what the ultimate detective has deduced, right?
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking, right? You can't be serious.
I don't want to believe it either, but it's the only way any of this makes sense. My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit.
Y se mantiene en silencio.
Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
Hey, answer us! If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit. There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
Wait, you? But didn't you say...
I saw it with my own eyes. Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito. There's no doubt Kaito died. And he died because of my poison arrow.
But you told us you didn't want to kill Kaito.
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him. But the truth speaks differently. In the end, I was just running away from the facts.
Huh? I don't understand.
Maki, ¿acaso intentas proteger a Kaito? Si él es el culpable, ¿intentas ayudarle a escapar?
There was only one antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow. This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press. Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Huh? Are those the only options?
I guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be. The person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink the antidote! There's no mistake. Kaito is dead. I killed Kaito. There is absolutely no doubt. That's the truth.
Tal como pensé. Maki intenta proteger a Kaito. Entiendo cómo se siente, pero si Kaito es el culpable, ¿por qué estuvo de acuerdo con el plan de Kokichi? No me cuesta imaginar que Kaito hiciera algo tan egoísta. Debe haber alguna razón para ello. De verdad lo creo. Pero tengo que llegar al fondo de esto antes de descubrir la verdad. Y esa verdad la descubriremos en el próximo capítulo de Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Este juicio está siendo uno de los mejores, ¿eh? Realmente no sé qué va a pasar y eso es lo bueno. Porque muchos juicios, hasta este punto incluso, e incluso antes ya la intromisión, como que a veces quedaba un poquito la idea de qué podría ser. Muchas veces incluso ya antes de la intromisión se sabía qué iba a ser. Pero aquí es como que hasta el final puede haber una sorpresa, ¿eh? Así que me está gustando. Espero que al final no sea decepcionante. Bien, nos vemos en la próxima ocasión. Hasta la otra.